I'm so glad to have had you here as part of the Personal Brand Summit. Having the Personal Brand Summit as a sub-series within the Branding Your Business podcast, I hope really serves you, helps you build your thought of servant leadership, and also just gives you more confidence to put yourself out there. Well, today I'm going to help you wrap it all up with how to build your media kit one-pager. So we learned so much from Roz about crafting our authentic story. We then learned from Trish how to post more of our stories on LinkedIn. We learned from Amy how to start pitching ourselves to different podcasts and journalists so we can be seen as a thought leader in the space. And we even learned from Allison kind of the tricks, the tips, the rules of the road for public speaking. Again, how to talk with our hands. I hope that has given you the resources and confidence you need to move forward. I know that I often join online education resources and summits, and I often don't have something tactical by the end of it. Sure, I'm like chewing on a lot of things, but I don't have anything to show for it, and I don't want that to happen to you. And so, like we did at the end of our first personal brand summit, we have a very actionable takeaway so that you bring in all your learnings together to really help you have something tangible in upgrading your thought leadership and your personal brand. And that is the Media Kit one pager. So I really wanted this because as a podcast host, as someone who's been recording a podcast for about a year now, I've noticed that there should be more women pitching to podcasts. There should more women saying like, hey, I have an expertise in this area. I want to serve your audience. Here's what I can do. But oftentimes, I don't think that we are equipped to do that. So I wanted to put together this summit and help you put together this template so you can do that. So we created a template for you. So you have no excuses. It's a Canva template, and there are a few elements that we want to talk about to bring it all together. And so first, it will be your name and your title, who you are, what is a short summary of what you do, and then we'll have an About Me section. Again, taking what we learned from Roz and telling a story. What happened? What did we discover? What's the call to action? We can actually use that for our bio. So we can say, what happened? What is our background? What is our expertise? What did we discover? Who do we now like to serve? What do we do in our business? How do we like to share our expertise? And then a call to action. And now I love to share my thoughts about XYZ on podcasts and on TV or on our blog, etc. A call to action. You'll see beside there is a place for a headshot. Yes, we are a branding studio here in San Francisco, California. Please come to the studio. We'll give you a professional headshot wherever you are. Get yourself a good professional headshot. You can also use a phone in the meantime if you don't have resources or the time to get a professional headshot. And so what I want you to do is find some good natural light. I want you to dress up for this headshot. I want you to clear your background. I don't want to see a closet. I don't want to see some dog toys there in the back. You're going to clear your background. You're going to dress up to really communicate the vibe of professionalism you want to get across, or maybe your personality that you want to get across. And I want you to take a few photos. It's best if you can set it up on a tripod or set it up against a window so that your hands can be more relaxed, and then really just crop into the face. A beautiful, well-lit photo goes a long way. So that's what you're going to put for headshot. And then in the next section, you're going to share what we talked about, your pillars or the things that people are going to look to you as an expert on. We talked about this during Roz's interview, where she said you could even tap into your community, tap into your colleagues or peers, and ask them, what are topics that you see me as an expert on? And also ask yourself, what are topics I love to talk on? List 3 to 4 of them there. Also list notable experiences, saying, I also love to teach small business entrepreneurs. I also love to teach women how to take control of their finances. List those experiences, list those topics that you love to share about there. And then next to that, you're going to start building up your media appearances. Okay, so maybe you're like, Praise, I joined the Personal Brand Summit because I want to build up my media appearances. Right now I have 0. There's something that you can make now. So perhaps give other examples. Perhaps you wrote your own blog post. Maybe you created a reel about one of these topics of expertise. List them there. So someone like me, a podcast host, could get an example of how you show up on screen, on what your voice is like, on even your level of expertise. List them there and then keep it updated. As you start applying what we learned here during the Personal Brand Summit, that list will grow and you can make it relevant. And then very importantly, you're going to list your contact information. You're going to list social networks, you're going to list your email and a phone number that they can reach you so that someone like me can be like, oh my goodness, this person would be great for the podcast and I can reach out to you. That's what you need for your media kit, okay? You can make it more in depth if you want to, but those are the basics. A one-pager is not overwhelming, like Amy said during our PR talk. This is just dating. You don't want to overwhelm them with your life story. A one-pager is just fine. Okay, some other best tips is, like I mentioned, as you build your media appearances more, you can also tweak your bio for the person you're sending it to, for that specific audience as well. So keep it updated. Okay, this is a bonus. I'm going to also tell you how to pitch for podcasts and things that I wanted to see as people pitch to us every week wanting to get on the podcast. I want you to do your research. I want you to find podcasts that are relevant to your pillars of expertise. Find them, and you can use different apps. Let me list off to you a few. There are some like Podchaser, Matchmaker.fm, podcastguest.com. Even if you use the Apple platform for podcasts, you can get the contact info of the host of that show. Oftentimes in their About page, they'll tell you how you can reach out to them. So you're going to do your research, find the podcast that you really want to be on, find a podcast that would be a good fit for your expertise, and then in your intro email, you're going to write to them why you really love that podcast. And then you're actually going to list specific examples that you have listened to a few episodes. You can say, oh, I loved episode 198 when you talked about the importance of rest. I really resonated with that because I took my first sabbatical this year. And now I'm on a mission to teach everyone how to take a sabbatical every year. Please be specific. There are some people who pitch to us who have never listened to our podcast. If they won't give me the time of day to listen to the thoughts I put out there of the people I interview, then why would I give them a share of our platform? It's the golden rule, like market to others how you want to be marketed to, okay? So you're going to put a specific sample, and as a bonus, you're also going to leave a 5-star review saying why you love that podcast so much. You're going to screenshot it and attach it to that email, okay? So the intro is going to say, hi there. You're going to say why you love their podcast. You're going to attach a 5-star review that you reviewed their podcast, and then in a few short sentences, you're going to say why your audiences would align, why they would benefit from having you on the podcast, and list 1 or 2 ideas of what you could talk about on the show. That's it. Short, sweet, to the point. That's how you date your person. That's how you slowly woo them. And then you're going to try that over and over. And you're going to do great. Take the time to make it personal. Take the time to really put yourself out there and take a risk. And then you're going to also attach your media kit, okay? Bing, bam, boom. That's how you pitch yourself for podcasts. It's going to be great. You're going to do great. We did so much in the summit. We did so much during our time together. I expect to see you in the Facebook group commenting on each other's posts. I expect to see you follow each other on LinkedIn, on Instagram, and really boost each other up as we're trying to make this world a better place by serving others well with our experience, with our expertise, by highlighting the causes we care about. We need more advocates out there. We need more people of influence. We need more coaches out there. Please, that is you. And now we've taught you so much about how to elevate your thought leadership, how to really put intention around your personal brand. And maybe you're thinking, okay, Praise, so I'm building this brand, but for what? I quit my corporate job and now I'm building my brand, so why? Maybe you don't have a frameworks for business. Maybe you don't know how to take this thing you're passionate about, this change in the world you want to see, and you don't know how you can use it to support your life and build the world around you that you want to see. I get that, and I see you, and I know there's a lot of information out there about how to build a business. I'm really passionate about teaching others how to build a value-driven business. So we're launching a course called the Value Driven Business blueprint. And value, yes, it could mean money, but really what it is, it's about the things that matter to us. It's about teaching others to lead businesses with integrity, to lead businesses that are actually serving others, that are solving problems in the world. And I promise to do it in a way without jargon, without like the stress or headache of a million frameworks that just feel overwhelming. I know what it's like to venture out on your own. I know what it's like to want to start to build a business and feeling unsure where to start and feeling overwhelmed by the information that was out there. And so I took my experience of coaching hundreds of people, mentoring many, many people one-on-one on how to build a business that aligns with their personal and brand values. So we'll be doing that in the value-driven business blueprint. I can't wait to see you there. For those who are attending the Personal Brand Summit, we actually have something really special for you, and that we are pre-launching it. We are pre-launching it, people, and that folks of the Personal Brand Summit, those who listen to the podcast, we actually have 10 spots available for you to get the course for half off as a trade to give me feedback on truly making it easy for you to launch, start, grow, and lead a business that matters. And so if you are interested in this program, if you are really interested in wanting to build a business that aligns with who you are, to build a business that you are proud of, this course is for you. And we have it for half off for people who have attended the summit. So you'll see a few more emails about that. If you want to, you can DM me at ComePlum, at Branding Your Business, at Praise, if you want to chat more about it. I am so excited. I feel like this is truly the missing piece in what we've been teaching, a self-paced course so that you have the very basics, everything from how to file your taxes, how to open a business bank account, how to charge your clients, how to accept payments, how to start a website. We'll be talking about it in this course in a way that feels easy, in a way that will light you up, in a way that feels energized. Even if you don't have an idea for a business, if you're like, Praise, I have a heart of an entrepreneur, I want to start a business, I don't know what I'm selling. We will help you figure that out too in the value-driven business blueprint. This was made for you. I'm so passionate to see more businesses that are aligned with the values of the people who start them. That's going to be your business. And your work that you did in the Personal Brand Summit will get you closer and closer there. Thank you again for joining the summit. I can't wait to stay connected online. Make sure to check out our friends Roz, Trish, Allison, Amy, and the work that they do. They have so many free resources for you too, because they are aligned with the work I do too. They want to see you and your businesses thrive as well. Thank you so much. I empower you. I cheer you on. Keep going, friend.